Mr. D. I see we have a trap here.
We have a trap.
What are we trying to trap?
Armadillos.
Armadillos. Okay. All right.
Fortunately, armadillos aren't the smartest critter in the world.
Okay.
You don't even have to bait an armadillo trap. You just need to be where they are.
Okay.
And you need to understand a little bit about their habits, and they tend to go along barriers until they find grub worms. That's what they're looking for.
Right.
And when they find grub worms, they start going crazy, and they will aerate your lawn.
Oh, they would tear it up
more than you want it aerated.
I know that from
guarantee
experience.
that. One thing we've learned is, because armadillos aren't that smart, if you attach wings to a regular trap, they will go along and they'll bump one of the wings, and they'll go the other direction, bump the other wing, and just kind of keep going back and forth, and they'll go on in the trap, and so you really don't even have to use bait.
Wow.
If you want to use bait, a rotten fruit is one of the things that might work, not because they like fruit, because they like the maggots and the worms that are in that rotten fruit.
Okay.
And so
Makes
you could
sense.
use rotten fruit if you wanted to. I don't think it's really necessary.
Yeah, so no bait. Okay.
But we've got the wings here ready to go, and you can use either a 1x4 or a 1x6, and 6 feet long is long enough. I'm going to drill a couple of holes in them so that I can use wire or cable tie to attach them to the trap.
Okay, gotcha.
How about that?
There you go. I think that worked. There you go.
There you are.
Yeah.
Now that actually looks like we measured it and got the exact same measurements right there, correct?
Man, that worked just,
Okay.
just perfect.
All right. Let's set these aside just a little bit.
Okay.
I'll let you hang on to those.
Yeah.
And we're going to set it up first over by a fence, and it's good to, armadillos tend to go along barriers, so if you have a fence where they're creating damage, set it up close to the fence, or a line of shrubs or a ditch or something like that would be good. And then, but if they're just out there in your yard and you don't, and they're doing quite a bit of damage, we know you probably got grub worms, then just set it up and we'll use both wings. So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up right over here, something like this. And I'm going to actually use the fence as one of my wings.
Okay.
And hang that right there. So let me go ahead. Let me have one of those boards. And I'm going to set it up something like that right there. And on this side, I think I'm just going to wire it on. This is a pretty good piece of wire. I think I've got pliers right there.
Look at that. There you go. Got it. Yeah.
Don't have to be do anything fancy there. Okay, now let me do one more.
Got it. How about that?
Yep. That's that.
So that's it.
You don't have to. I mean, they're not good at untying stuff, I don't think. The way you set these traps, they've got a mechanism here to keep this from coming back. You have to lift that mechanism and let that slide back. Then I'm going to go down and grab the door. Continue sliding it out of the way. Need to make sure that will close. It's catching a little bit on there. Let me come back out a little bit. I want to make sure that the wire is not going to impede the door shutting.
that.
Let's see that one. Test it to make sure it'll work.
I think it
Voila.
worked.
It'll work.
So what happens? You catch the armadillo, then what?
You need to check with your local authorities. Check with the local wildlife folks. In a lot of areas, it's illegal to transport wild animals. So what you check and see what you can't do.
Okay.
And if you can't transport them, and it's not a good idea to transport them anyway, because you're giving your problem to somebody else. So
Oh boy.
just do what, man's got to do what a man's got to do.
All right.
Figure out some way to dispatch them.
All right.
And if you've got one, you probably have 3 more, because armadillos have 1 litter per year. They are, from 1 egg, they're identical quadruplets. Either they'll have 4 males or 4 females.
Okay. How about that?
So if you get one,
You got some
you
more.
may have 2 or 3 more,
Okay.
unless they get taken out on the highway.
And when are they most active?
From twilight until just after sunrise during the summertime.
Yeah.
During the wintertime, they're active during the daytime.
During the daytime. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I want to pull it up, and I'm going to move it over here and attach the other wing and show you kind of how it'll look when
Okay.
you have it set up outside. We'll use zip ties on the other side. It might be, it might work a little bit better. We've already got our holes drilled.
Mm-hmm. There it goes.
Get that out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That really works better than the
Yeah.
wire, because
A whole lot better.
these are out of the way.
Right.
Even though I don't think that's going to be a problem here. We'll raise this again. I'm wearing gloves, not
Yes.
so much to keep from injuring me, but just, I guess, it's a habit of mine to always
Wear gloves when I'm dealing with any kind of traps to maybe mitigate the human scent a little bit. But I'm going to
actually open this up a little bit more.
So there you are.
That is it.
If you have an armadillo trap that's set up,
We're gonna make sure it works now.
let's make sure it works.
Yeah, make sure it works. There he goes. How
Got
about
him.
that? Yeah.
It's a good sound to hear if you have the windows up at night and you hear that noise. You know you caught your trap, caught your critter.
Mr. D, appreciate that demonstration. That was pretty good, man.
Good
I like
deal.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you much. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please click the subscribe button below.